The amazing Kayleigh McEnany came out today. She had another press conference or a press briefing. This is her opening speech. Mainly what I'm going to want to touch on today is this whole USPS thing, because this has become the new, whatever the hell you want to call it, conspiracy theory. This is the new horse the Democrats are riding to try to throw off this whole thing of, oh, Trump's crazy, he doesn't care, he doesn't want your votes to count. But you know what, let's go ahead and jump right in. She covers what I'm trying to talk about in the opening speech.
Hello, everyone. Where is Nancy Pelosi? The House is in recess. House and Senate Democrats left town after failing to compromise and make a deal to provide relief to the American people. While Nancy Pelosi and her colleagues went home, this president remained hard at work. President Trump took executive action, including stopping evictions, providing unemployment insurance, pausing student loan payments, cutting the payroll tax, which put money in the pockets of all Americans. Democrats apparently were unable to stick around to make a deal. Now, suddenly, Democrats will be rushing back to Washington. But why? The answer? The United States Postal Service. It's a stunning turn of events. Democrats went home after accomplishing nothing. No deal on stimulus checks, no deal on small business relief, no deal on eviction protections. The concerns of everyday Americans were not the concerns of Democrats on Capitol Hill. So where is Nancy Pelosi? She and her Democrat colleagues will be back in Washington soon to pursue their latest manufactured crisis, the Postal Service. Democrats denied a $10 billion offer for the U.S. Postal Service by this president before they went on recess. But now they're back to pursue the latest Democrat-manufactured crisis. It's sad, but it's clear where Democrats' priorities stand. And with that, I'll take questions. John.
Okay, so the first thing I want to point out is Nancy Pelosi. There is a very fair point here, because if you guys have watched her speak, which I know it's very hard to, Nancy Pelosi was saying that it's about the American people. We need to make a deal. We need to get money in people's pockets, blah, 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 blah. Well, she came out and said, or a statement saying that, but that's not why they're coming back. That's not why they're coming back from this recess, though. They're coming back because of this post office thing. So the concern isn't the American people. It's, oh my God, the post office scandal is so huge that we're calling our recess short. It's not about the American people. But let's get into the post office scandal. First of all, the post office has been struggling for years. Why have they been struggling for years? You have UPS, Amazon. Amazon has their own shipping service. You have FedEx. You have other means that packages are shipped. That's one big reason why they are struggling. If you guys continue in this with Kayleigh McEnany, she does go over how they do have money to spend, but it's not about mail-in voting. The scandal where it does come into play is they're trying to spin it as if Trump doesn't care, he doesn't want to give money to the post office, in turn making sure people's votes don't count. That's not the case. If you want to vote by mail, you need to request an absentee ballot. Trump did it, Kayleigh McEnany did it. I actually got mine in the mail. If you want to vote by mail, you need to request an absentee ballot. Pretty simple. There's no scandal of like, don't vote by mail, nothing like that. There's nothing. If you want to vote by mail, if you're not comfortable with the virus, order an absentee ballot and bam, done. What the Democrats are doing, and what Nancy Pelosi specifically doing, and what Trump is against, is Nancy Pelosi wants to mail in ballots. So they want to mail out ballots to every single registered voter. Well, like most people know, most people don't care to vote. You have a good chunk of society that are even registered to vote and don't care to vote. Well, Nancy Pelosi wants to send out ballots to everybody that's registered to vote. Everybody. So it doesn't matter if you care to vote, if you don't care about politics, you're going to get a mail-in ballot. And the problem with that is people that don't care to vote, you're going to have a crap ton of ballots out there just laying around where people could pick them up, fill them out, and send them in. It is fraudulent. I'm like, you shouldn't do that. But it definitely does throw in a huge realm of lost my train of thought. It does throw in a realm of being able to falsify the election, falsifying votes. People can pick those up and just send in who they want to vote for. Instead, Trump's against that. I think a lot of people should be against that. Instead, if you don't want to go in and vote because of COVID-19, request an absentee ballot. You can do that. Anyone can do that. If you want to vote, you don't want to stand in lines, request an absentee ballot. And that's what Trump's trying to say, request an absentee ballot. But the Democrats and everyone's trying to say that it's this whole scandal with the post office. He doesn't want people's votes to get counted, all of this crap. And it's not the case. We shouldn't have a bunch of ballots just mailed out to everybody if they don't even care to vote. I'm like, our election should matter that much that you don't just mail it out if someone doesn't care to vote. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe.